Yesterday, Suzuki released their really nice Suzuki eVitara. I'm sure they're gonna sell a lot of them in Europe, in Australia, wherever they sell it. The specs are pretty decent, I think. Just decent, nothing special, just decent, you know? And it's coming to Europe for sure. Two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, 49 kilowatt hour battery, 61 kilowatt hour battery. They're just the quick stats for you if you wanted to just know those and do one, basically. Production of the Suzuki eVitara is slated to start March, April next year in India, primarily because 48% of Suzuki sales come from India. Following this, it will be launched across various countries, including Japan and a selection of countries in Europe. Orders starting in June to August in Europe next year. The front-wheel drive version of the eVitara puts out 106 kilowatts of power and 189 newton meters of torque with a 49 kilowatt hour battery. But if you got the larger battery, the 61 kilowatt hour, you'd get 128 kilowatts of power and 189 newton meters of torque. So same torque, accelerates a bit quicker. The all-wheel drive version has an extra motor on the back wheels which boosts the power up by 48 kilowatts because of that motor on the back, and the torque goes up to 300 newton meters. The all-wheel drive version, also branded All Grip E, includes a trail mode that provides limited slip differential functionality. So it's kind of like a limited slip diff for improved handling on slippy, sludgy, snowy terrain, basically, where it will apply the brakes to a wheel that's spinning, so it effectively gives the power to other wheels that have the grip. The eVitara is built on the Hartec E platform, a collaboration with Toyota and Daihatsu, specifically engineered for electric vehicles. Suzuki highlights the platform's lightweight design and also short overhangs, so it should be able to do steep ascents and descents, and also an absence of underfloor components on the main floor, which maximizes battery space, even though they've only managed to get in a very standard amount of power in what is a standard sized car, I suppose. Suzuki has also suggested that more EVs are on the way, though it remains committed to offering, just like Toyota really, a variety of options, including hybrids, compressed natural gas vehicles to meet the needs of different regions, and also the wants of different customers, because some people just want a petrol car, nothing else. They have said they would invest $35 billion between now and 2030, but now they've altered this and paused their investments in EVs until basically such time as the Suzuki eVitara proves itself and proves its worth, and they sell a few of them. If they can do that, they will then go forth and commit to other EVs. So they've kind of backtracked a little bit, you know. The dimensions are on screen now for you. I'll put those on there. It's a similar sized car to a Mazda CX-3, a tiny bit narrower, and also 10 centimeters longer than the regular petrol version of the Vitara. The interior, I have got to say, I'm a fan of it. I think it's really nice. It looks more Japanese than a lot of cars does, and I like that. Perfect, in my opinion. Perfect interior. Really nice. It has the basics there for you as well. Cup holders, wireless charging, reasonably sized screen, nothing ridiculous. Normal door handles. It's right up my street. Nothing ridiculous. It's just a proper little Japanese car. I like it. So this is the first time Toyota and Suzuki have shared an EV, but not the first time they've shared a car, basically, to rebadge the cars as their own. They've done that before. They didn't confirm a price at all, but expect around 35,000 euros in Europe, and then whatever you can get subsidy-wise from the local governments. That would knock it hopefully under 30 grand for you. 320 to 400 kilometers range. That's roughly what you're going to get. Real world, depending on the variant that you get. Obviously, two-wheel drive, larger battery, 60 kilowatt hours. You'll probably get 380 to 400, something like that. Just a subtle reminder, there is a Facebook group for the Charge Show, this channel, and you're welcome to join that. It's free. You can just find it on Facebook, and I'll put the link in the description below. Feel free to join that. Also, there is Patreon for those people that want to chuck a couple of dollars a month, and YouTube memberships if you just want some extra functionality and to be a part of a bit of an enthusiast group, I suppose. That's also just a couple of dollars a month. Almost free. The CEO of Suzuki, he seems to have got a level head, I think, in my opinion. Almost just like Toyota in some ways, but not quite. I won't get into that. He sees the situation as a real struggle, there are some complexities to them. You know, they can't just stop making their normal cars and just go straight to EVs if they can't source the batteries and still see or project profit. That wouldn't be very good. They've got a responsibility to shareholders, obviously, to do that. Ironically, by doing what they're doing, that is also shafting shareholders, in my opinion. So I don't know what's going on, you know, it's tricky. What do you think? Put it in the comments below, because I'm sure some people have got some interesting views. Also, a lot of people watch my videos in Japan, Malaysia and Thailand. What do you think? Would you buy this? Would you buy one of these cars? I know these sorts of cars are quite popular there, like Toyotas, Daihatsus, Suzukis, things like that. Here are 2 quotes from the CEO talking about EVs, the CEO of Suzuki. We're in a very difficult situation at this moment as the sales of battery electric vehicles are slowing down, he said, and on the other hand, affordable and cheap EVs from China are coming into the market, so it is very difficult, and it's a very difficult time to introduce further battery electric vehicles. Looking at the current situation, the government incentives for battery electric vehicles are going out, and coupled with Chinese electric vehicles that have a very strong competitiveness, you have to think carefully about what type of battery electric vehicle should be introduced to the market and in what time. So Suzuki have paused any further EV investments until this one shows some promise. I think it's a good step forward though. You know, Toyota, Suzuki coming out with the same car, rebranded as their own, and great little car. Daihatsus make great cars, they really, really do. There's another Malaysian company that make really good cars too, by the way, which I'll talk about in another video coming next. What do you all think about it? Or his approach here? Do you think it's reasonable? Is it viable? Is he doing the best thing for the company, do you think? Please let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, folks. I'm Ben Alexander. I make EV news videos. If you like these sorts of videos, please do consider subscribing. And I'll see you in the next video tomorrow.